Hello everyone, my name is Alison Wu. Today I'm going to be talking about the power of dolphin human connection to childbirth during the conference of Birthing the New Humanity 2020 on the theme of power to create. I'm the founder of the Dolphin's Way and have been doing work supporting women through their journey of welcoming their babies into the world using dolphins' energy, which is joy, love, positivity, and with that, they journey into love instead of fear and into pleasure instead of pain. And here is my research over these years, and I'm going to share with you some of the work that I have done in Hawaii, interviewing authors and experts on this topic. Let's go. So there have been dolphin birthing phenomenon happening around the globe during the past few decades. And these people are sharing similar awakenings or dreams and visions about their birth, and they want to be birthing their babies around dolphins. And this phenomenon has been found happening around the Black Sea, the Red Sea, Hawaii, Bahamas, India, and some Greek islands. So on this topic, I will go into what happens with this connection with humans and dolphins. And here is an interview with the expert in Hawaii. She is the author of Dolphin Connection, and her background is psychology, and she's going to show us why this connection is so important for us right now.
Well, I think one of the reasons that the dolphins communicated was that they said they've been here in the oceans of the world for a long, long time. But when it came close to the time for people, civilizations on Earth, to start to express more love and express more awareness of who they really are as universal citizens, then the dolphins would start to come close to shore and leap in the air in some cases and draw attention to themselves. Some of the whales would swim up the rivers and come inland a bit and bring attention to themselves. And then it would be a sign to people that now is the time for us to join the cetaceans in the ocean and in dream time in any way we can in meditation, because they have information to share with us. And I personally feel that a lot of people are on the planet right now, incarnated at this time, just to work with the dolphins, to work and play with the dolphins. And so they've been like waiting for the call. You ever have people, they're wondering, what is my purpose? What am I supposed to do? And then all of a sudden they see a dolphin and they go, that's it. That's what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. And so many people now are being called. It's very exciting for me to watch this.
Yeah, and I guess I'm one of them, being called into this kind of energy of love and joy and sharing. And I think this is an element that we as humans on Earth are really needing right now. And so there is also some ancient cultures and traditions around the globe that they see dolphins as sacred. So the ancient Greek word for dolphin called Delphis, and it means womb. And also many cultures, they believe that dolphins are the midwives from the sea, and they have healing powers. And it's recognized by many cultures such as Hawaiian, Egyptian, and Greek. So there are now a few projects working on this topic. And one of the well-known one is the Dolphin-Assisted Birth Project by Sirius Institute in Hawaii. And the other one is by Dr. Igor Jablowski and Elena Tonetti, who has a project called Birth into Being. And she's the author of the film called Birth as We Know It. And these are all the dolphin mothers around the world and joining this project in Hawaii and giving birth around dolphins. And lots of them have very, very beautiful journey. So there's evolution of our birth, and it has progressed from traditionally giving birth at home with the midwife to hospital birth. And now in the recent decades, there's a movement of water birth. And because of the therapeutic water quality helps with women feeling relaxed and opening the muscles in the water. So it helps the baby to move down and be born into water. And it is just us being in the womb in mother's water. So because this water birthing is already accepted as beneficial, and then dolphins are able to heal or improve a wide range of medical conditions. So it is reasonable to suppose that their presence at water birth could be beneficial. So there's another movement about dolphin birthing. So this may not be for every woman, but there are women in the world from many different countries having dolphin connections. So if a woman in a state of meditation looks at dolphin or swim with them, she opens her unborn child to the passage of unhindered flows of information between the baby and dolphin. So this is a quotation from John Ocean's book, Dolphin Connection. And she mentions that the woman are able to have strong connection with dolphins and having them help with the birth. And Dr. Jablowski also instructs women in meditation, visualization, and encourage them to use meditation involving dolphin energies to help baby's journey into the planet, and this will be less stressful. And so I have a study of different cases, and one that has been recorded the earliest is the English lady from England. Her name is Sarah Evans from 1990s. She was giving birth in the Dolphin Reef in Greece. And she said that it happened so quickly and I wasn't in any pain. The dolphins came close, but not too close. It felt that they wanted their presence to be known, but didn't want to be too intrusive. And her midwife, Dr. Motha, said that was the calmest newborn baby I have ever seen. A woman feels safe when they are in the water with dolphins. And the second one is a lady from California. Her name is Kimberly Nelly, and she went to Hawaii in 2011, at the same time as me, and we both felt the calling of the dolphins, and we were guided to connect in Hawaii on the Big Island. And her birth was documented in a documentary called Naya Journey into Life. And she says, children who have been born after exposed to dolphins are dolphin activated. Clicks and whistles come out of them in the beginning. Before they can speak, they are already making dolphin noises. her daughter is telepathic and uses her telepathy to relay messages from dolphins back to Kimberly. So if they want to go swim with dolphins, she will ask her daughter, "Where are the dolphins?" And then her daughter will tell her, "Okay, Kilakakua." And then when they go there, they will find dolphins. So that's how connected they are. And the third case is a Swiss lady. When she was pregnant, she also felt the calling of the dolphins, and she wanted dolphin-assisted birth, but she was in Switzerland. And so she had a contact with me, and we instantly connected, and I was there to help her with her birth, and we spent a week together, and she was able to connect to dolphins during her practices and meditation. And she had a very successful assisted birth with breech baby at home with her husband. And the fourth case is Dorina Rosin. She's from Germany, and her birth was filmed in the Channel 4 by Katie Piper. And it was about all the extraordinary births around the world. And she uses dolphin as her midwife. And then she had a very wonderful birth, and she says her child speaks dolphin. And there is another German man who has also dreams in 2013 in La Palma, and then he was connected with dolphins, and also he had exactly the same dream, similar to the visions presented in Kimberly's documentary. So he also got connected to Hawaii. And this is his baby, and he speaks dolphin. It's quite cute, isn't it? So within this research into the dolphin birthing phenomenon, and we come to know the importance of the way we were born. And there are studies by Elena Tonetti in 1995. She says the latest studies in the field of prenatal psychology show undoubtedly the direct correlation between the quality and the characteristics of the way we were born and our life patterns and our personalities. And also Dr. Stanislav Grof have also similar statement. And it said that a good birth results in an imprint of basic trust in the universe, while a difficult birth can lead to an imprint of struggle. So it is very important that we are born well and into love rather than fear and struggle. So if a good birth happens, then the baby has an imprint of basic trust in life. And the baby's life will reflect as positive and wonderful. However, a difficult birth can lead to an big imprint of struggle in life. So we have Dr. Michael Heisen talking about the importance of dolphin-human connection in childbirth.
Well, in contemplating how the dolphins and whales work and how their societies work, Starr came up with the notion that we can emulate what the dolphins and whales do and thereby make our societies more harmonious. And in researching all the ways that we might make our societies more harmonious, it turns out that one of the most important, perhaps the most important, is the birth and rearing of children. Because it turns out, according to a California study in 1979, the major cause of the rise of drug use, violence, sexual abuse, and so on within our society can be attributed to violence done to the mother and baby at birth. So that gives you some idea of how far we've sunk in standard hospital care. One aspect of that is that over the last few decades, we have redeveloped what they call water birth, which is delivering babies underwater. And this comes from our aquatic nature, which I could go into later. But basically, human females are quite capable of birthing babies underwater. The babies themselves only breathe when their face comes above the water, so it's perfectly safe. There are hundreds of thousands of water deliveries now on the planet, and in the British health system, for example, water births are recommended for those who might have some difficulty with their birth, and it is fully covered under their health insurance and so forth. It's been proven very safe, and I've yet to hear of any serious complication ever in a water birth. And these were pioneered by Dr. Michel Odent and Igor Tchaikovsky in Russia. Dr. Odent was in France, and some of Tchaikovsky's projects were run by a wonderful lady named Btnh, who has a DVD called Birth into Being. And they delivered probably on the order of 100 babies over 10 years in the presence of dolphins, plus others in the water in the Black Sea when the dolphins were somewhere else. Elena reports that, well, first of all, that babies born in the water appear to develop 6 months faster over the first 2 years of life, and they might have on the order of 150 grams more brain weight. They seem to mature faster, have strong immune systems, strong muscles. They're really strong kids. And so I asked her what might be added from her observation with having dolphins in attendance. Our basic idea is the dolphins are able to help conditions like cerebral palsy, autism, and others. And this dolphin-assisted therapy has been going on for years. We suggest that the dolphin sounds and electric fields might be able to actually alter DNA. We've yet to demonstrate that, but we can show that their acoustic frequencies and electric frequencies are in the same bands that are known to, say, turn a gene on a rock, which changes what they call the epigenetic landscape. So for many reasons, we felt that having the dolphins around during birth would be beneficial. And that's what Elena Btnh reports. She says that all the children born with the dolphins, for example, are ambidextrous, able to use both hands, which suggests that their brains are perhaps more balanced than the usual.
So we have some research and mothers actually having connection with dolphins. So how do they feel about dolphins and their birth? So they feel that they regain the trust and love and positivity in their birth. And also some describe that they have healings of their body, mind, and soul in relation to their past birth trauma and diseases. So their births are magical, euphoric, and transformative. And how about the babies? In the study over 30 years, in the project of dolphin-assisted birth, 95% of the births are very natural, without any medical complications or intervention. And babies are born healthy, alert, and aware. And according to Igor Smirnov, the babies are developing 6 months faster than other babies in the first 2 years, and they are walking and talking earlier. And also Tonetti described that their project over the past several years, the children can use both hands, means their both brains are in balance. So there are some characteristics of the babies born with prenatal contact with dolphins. And during the study and the interviews, we have generated the result. And most of them describe that they have telepathic empathy and highly intelligent. And these babies are super healthy. And I can give testimonial that my baby has been super healthy, like hasn't been to see a doctor in her life, and she's 9.5 years now. And yeah, this is also documented in the Dolphin Connection book. And these babies are described as the healthiest babies in the world. And they are also noticeably independent, and they connect with the dolphin and the sea very easily. And they are mostly heart-centered, joyful, and having loving nature. And they're also born resourceful, confident, and have accelerated coordination. So many people couldn't understand why dolphins and how it works with dolphins, and the connection of a human-dolphin connection and the impact in childbirth. And the basic idea is that the electric magnetic field of dolphins eliminates positivity, and this helps women eliminate fears about birth. And if a woman is connected with dolphins, they are able to stay positive and joyful throughout the birthing process. And as a result, they are more likely to have easy birth, and the baby's transition to the world is filled with love and joy. And therefore, their development is much better, easier in the future. So this dolphin's energy is really just a reminder of us. Just come back to love, come back to trust and surrender, and just let the nature take its course. So yeah, just really trusting things are in the flow and going well. So most likely it is. So this is my presentation, and here are some photos of our ceremonies for pregnant women in Hawaii, and swim with dolphins, and having such a harmonious way of integrating nature into birthing. Thank you very much for your listening, and if you have any questions or feedback, please let me know. And you're welcome to visit my website, thedolphinsway.org.